black tea is definitely the kind of tea which is most popular in Britain. But no one ever calls it that, really. Hello, 大家好，我是山麦。
Hello, 我是 Amber。
今天我们聊一聊英国下午茶。
小麦，英国人是从什么时候开始喝茶的？
So tea was introduced to Britain in the early 17th century by the East India Company. It was really expensive at the time, actually, and so it was so expensive, it was often kept under lock and key.
Under lock and key?
Yep.
So it's locked out in a box?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, it's so precious.
Yeah, definitely. They wanted to make sure nothing happened to their precious, precious tea. So the ritual of drinking tea was introduced by Catherine of Braganza. She was the wife of Charles II. So the habit of drinking tea was introduced to the British aristocracy.
Ooh, fancy thing.
Yes, definitely.
小麦，英国下午茶简直是太出名了。现在大家或多或少都有这样的经验吧，在一个惬意的午后，你和你的小伙伴们、好闺蜜、好朋友们一起去喝一杯茶，再吃一些甜点。那么英国下午茶是从什么时候开始的呢？
So it was initially developed as a formal occasion for ladies wanting to raise their status in society. But then it only became afternoon tea as we know it when Queen Victoria got involved. This led to tea receptions, with even as many as 200 people being invited.
200?
Yeah.
Oh my god, such a big party.
Yeah, definitely. Often it was very casual, actually. So there was an open invitation, and you could arrive anytime between 4 and 7 p.m. And then they would talk and drink tea, and it would be quite a relaxed occasion. Nowadays, it's more of a special occasion, so people wouldn't do it definitely not every day, and not every week, maybe not even every week. It's more of a treat that you would enjoy with your friends, and it could even be for something like a birthday, or before a wedding, or for a baby shower, or something like that.
Afternoon tea works perfectly for upper class who don't have to do a 9-to-5 job, like most of people nowadays.
Getting all posh now. Should have some tea now.
Afternoon tea works perfectly for upper class, but what about people who has a job like a 9-to-5 nowadays, who barely could find any time to attend an afternoon tea party at 4 o'clock?
Oh yeah, definitely. So back in the day, for the working class, often after working in a factory or something like that, they wouldn't get home until 6 in the evening.
Wow.
And by that time, they were starving. And on top of this, tea was still quite expensive back then. So they wouldn't really want to waste it on anything besides things that are essential. So for the working class, they would have tea with their evening meal around 6 when they got back. And this was called high tea.
So high tea is actually for working class?
Yes, yeah, so you'd think the high would be for like high society kind of thing, but it's not actually, it's just for the high table that they used to sit at home, instead of the low tables where they would have afternoon tea.
So did the upper class eat anything with their afternoon tea?
Oh yeah, there's an actual traditional afternoon tea menu, and I think we've got it here. So, traditional afternoon tea menu, a selection of freshly prepared finger sandwiches. And don't worry, those aren't sandwiches made from fingers. Those are just small sandwiches about the size of your finger, maybe.
三明治。
对. And also warm scones with clotted cream and preserves. And
司康饼。
a variety of homemade cakes and pastries. So all of this would appear on a tea cake stand, like this.
So we drink tea like throughout the meal, and it's an all-day thing. You can drink tea from morning to evening. 在中国，大家也非常爱喝茶。We drink tea like all day long. It's not really a special afternoon thing.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So from what I've just said, you may be tempted to think that British people only drink tea at these specific times. But that's not really true, because British people drink tea throughout the day as well. So definitely, often on the go, especially traveling to and from work, people would get a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and they would go around like that. Wouldn't always have it sitting down. So besides drinking tea throughout the day, British people, when they're having an evening meal in a restaurant or something like that, or even maybe a lunchtime meal as well, they would often get offered tea or coffee after the meal.
Hello, madam.
Hi.
Now that you've finished your meal, would you like some tea or coffee?
Yes please. Do you have any cheesecake with my tea?
Yes, we do. Yeah. What kind of cheesecake would you like?
Strawberry please.
I'll get that for you now.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. What kind of coffee would you like?
I want tea, sorry.
Tea. Oh, I'm a bad waiter.
就说如果你要点茶的话，中文是叫红茶，但是英文是叫 black tea， 翻译过来是黑茶。Should I order like that? Like, should I have some black tea?
So black tea is definitely the kind of tea which is most popular in Britain. But no one ever calls it that, really.
What?
No. So people would just, if they want black tea, they would just say tea. But apart from that, if there's a specific kind of tea, like Earl Grey, chamomile, or green tea, or some other type, then people would use a specific name. Otherwise, they would just say a cup of tea, and then they would put their milk and sugar in if they wanted it.
加牛奶或者糖是因为更好喝吗？
I think a big reason why people put milk in their tea, well, the main reason these days is why they do it is because of the flavour. But originally, the tea was put into the cup to prevent the delicate china, the china cup, from cracking.
Really?
Yeah.
哇，原来一开始人们加牛奶是因为保护茶杯，茶杯的瓷非常的薄，而且易碎，热的茶水会破坏它的茶杯，影响它茶杯的颜色。
So there's still quite a bit of debate about whether to put the milk in first these days or the tea in first. And so experts definitely agree the reason why milk was originally put in first. But I think the majority of people probably put the milk in last now, so put the tea in first. But there's always different opinions on that.
那小麦，你有没有喝过台湾的珍珠奶茶？英文叫 bubble tea。
Oh yes, yeah. Bubble tea is very popular now.
现在英国呀，真的是到处都有珍珠奶茶店，而且非常受英国本土人民的欢迎。每一杯大概在5磅到6磅左右。
In Britain, the majority of tea is served in tea bags. I think a big reason for that is because it's just really quick and easy and often cheaper. There is a downside to tea bags, to be honest, because since it's the dust and fannings of the tea leaf that goes into the tea bag, then there's each of these small particles is getting touched by the air, and so there's a much larger surface area of the tea in the bag. And this can lead to a taste which is a bit more bitter and dull and sometimes even stale if it's not packaged very well. The aroma and also the natural oils of the tea can evaporate. What about in China?
我记忆中大部分都是会喝茶叶，并且需要很久才泡开的。这里给大家分享一个我当年刚来英国时候很囧的事。我在泡茶的时候，我把茶包放在热水里，在茶杯里泡了很久，因为我记得是一定要把茶叶泡开，这样才会有味道。可是因为它是茶包是碎的茶，它的味道就会很快的散发出来，导致我放了可能5到10分钟左右，在我喝的时候，那个茶已经苦到喝不了，所以大家一定要小心。In China, so we call it 功夫 tea, like 功夫茶。So you drink in a very delicate teapot with little cups. So you actually can enjoy that moment of drinking that fancy tea that people prepared for you.
Ah, cool. It sounds really nice.
Exactly.
And also, since it's called Gong Fu Cha, I think drinking it like that would make me feel like a bit of a badass. Do you know what the Queen's favourite tea is?
No, I don't know.
Or the Queen's favourite kind of tea? She likes Twining's Earl Grey, Assam, and Darjeeling. But something to note about the Queen is that she always puts the milk in after the tea.
之后加牛奶，
And no sugar.
不加糖。
Did you know there are almost 1,500 different kinds of tea in Britain?
1500种茶。哇，这么多。
I bet there's even more in China, to be honest. But there are some pretty weird flavours around the world. So here's one, Salvia Tea. Made from the salvia herb, this tea is an integral part of Mexican culture and rituals. Mazatec shamans, native to Sierra Mazateca, in the state of Oaxaca. Oh, I'm not sure how to say that actually. They consume this drink to induce visions. As this brew is made up of hallucinogenic substances, salvia remains the main choice. Wow, imagine having a tea that would take you on a real trip. Okay, so the farmers making the bug shit tea remove the bugs from the droppings and pick up the shit pellets one by one with tweezers. So it's the most labor-intensive kind of tea, and that's why it's so expensive. Almost as expensive as gold. Did you know that tea even has its own special language in Britain?
Ah, I don't know that.
So English-British slang around tea, sometimes you could say, spill the tea, or give me the tea. But if someone says this, normally they're not actually talking about tea at all.
No?
No, they're actually talking about hot gossip. So it's like, let me know the gossip. Tell me. If you say something like, would you like a brew? Or, can I have a cuppa, please? So that's properly about tea. Someone could say, I'm putting on a brew. Would you like one? They're talking about making a cup of tea.
Brew, B-R-E-W. So, do you want a cuppa?
Sure, yes please.
Here's your cuppa.
谢谢。
小麦你去哪？
我去买珍珠奶茶。So, what's your favorite tea? And also let us know, are there any really weird kind of flavors you've tried?
如果你喜欢我们的视频的话，请给我们点一个赞，并且动动你的小手指点一个订阅。你的支持是我们最大的动力。那我们下期再见吧，拜拜。
拜拜。